Love and vibrancy, divine family. Hope everyone is having an amazing wellness end day. And I just wanted to hop online and share a divine message, just a soulful message, nothing major, but also it is major because this also concerns and has to do with you as well. And what I want to share is that there is much going on right now. And whether you see that right now or not, there are things happening on a spiritual level on the planet. And I can only use my own journey as I always, make sure I do, because I am the only example and can only speak on what I have personally experienced. And it was just confirmation for me to share this message as I was listening to a great teacher, Michael B. Beckwith, and he was basically sharing a similar message that I've shared many times, which is that Mother Earth is living, y'all. She is breathing. She is alive, just like you and I and everyone else on this planet. And right now, her vibration, the vibration of this planet, is rising and has risen to a higher frequency, a higher resonance. A Schumann resonance is what we call it. And what I have noticed since I have been on this journey is, for when I started my journey, pretty much 2020, and everything that I was experiencing, let me say it like this. I was going through a lot of experiences and healing during these time periods where I was also coming into greater awakenings, you can say. Like, my consciousness was expanding. I was beginning to question and see through the illusions of, what is in this matrix. Because we do live in a matrix. We live in a holographic reality. And your energy, your vibration is very much connected and rooted to this very system that which keeps it generated and running. But that is for a later conversation. But what I've noticed is, since doing the work, not just physically to, share divine messages with the collective, what I have noticed is, since expanding my consciousness and continuously coming into a greater sense of awakening, you could say, is there has been many things that have tried to, you could say, oppose that in what I am doing on my journey. Because I know I am here on a soul mission. I am here on a mission. This is very clear to me. And I know my mission is to uplift and raise the consciousness and vibrations on this planet. In just my being alone, I do this, but also in the service to others and assisting them with expanding their consciousness. You see, these are just things that I know and have an internal feeling of. And like I said, as I've been on this journey, I've been, experiencing many things. I've done many things as far as in my community around just sharing healthier, holistic ways, growing natural foods, all of these different things. And what I've noticed is, throughout that time frame, like I said, I have been met with many opposing forces that have come through people that I've known personally, that were either sent, uh, or, whatever the case is, I know that this was and is an attempt to try and derail me and to try and lower my vibration, to try and like keep this old paradigm that is dematerializing, this matrix that is falling, to like try and keep me pulled into that, trying to keep me in what they perceive as my weaknesses or the things that I was healing from, using these things against me, or using people in positions to try and trigger these things out of me to bring back down my vibration, if that makes sense. Like, I've been very aware of this, and it's become very obvious because it got to a point where I was like, yo, I am doing so much in my own being that I, can control, that this is beyond me. And that's when I realized, and even through what I've been able, the wisdom and the knowledge I've been able to gain from other great teachers that I've discovered and was guided to, these things have been confirmed for me. And I know that there are other, divine souls that are out here also on their soul mission that can testify to this, like, even if it isn't the, same exact things that I have, experienced. Anyone that has and is expanding their consciousness and detaching themselves, you can say, from this matrix, because we realize that we are connected to the all, to the divine source, to the infinite, and that we are that as well in our own being, which was something that has also been things that were kept from me. But I realized that there were also others using this to their advantage, knowing more about this than I did at the time. And it's no judgment, but it's just helped me to, realize that, as I was listening to Michael B. Beckwith, he was also saying, like, as this old paradigm is dematerializing, basically. That's not the word he used, but I'm just going to go with, for that's what's going on. It's loud. It's loud. And for me, there's been a lot of this noise as I'm attempting to get deeper into what I am focused on and connecting with divine like minds and divine, soul family, and also just relocating, and detaching from all things that do not serve the higher good in my life, nor are in support of my journey specifically. I realized that people in my journey, these same people that I was once connected to, whether it was family, friends, old partners through business, or whatever the case is, that it was like an attempt to also make it seem like I was without, because I chose to know what I am deserving and worthy of, and to no longer tolerate, accept, or allow those things, and call them out on these things as well. Or, like I said, to just sever all connections in peace, recognizing and realizing, that they were on a whole different agenda than I was, and just making peace with that. But I've realized that when you do not, and Ice Cube also has said this, when you choose not to play their game, the Matrix game, when you choose not to play this game, and you realize, like, you're here to uphold, like I said, righteousness, a divine order, like I know I am, and to just spread in my own being as a light, because I am a light here, and that's here to revealed truths to help us all see through the veil of illusions and things that we overlooked for far too long and gave too much trust into. Like I said, whether it was politicians, uh, you know, whether it was educational systems, whether it's been religions, I've realized it's or even also too for me jobs, working a 9 to 5, always attempting to try to keep me rooted in just that, in these lower chakras, these lower energies, um, to make me feel like I was either alone or like I had to depend on a 9 to 5, knowing I have an incredible amount of gifts, abilities, talents, let alone just the divine wisdom. Like I said, I'm here to just share what is true and what is, you know, right for the people and those I love and care about. And it's just become very obvious that, like I said, we each are on our own journey, so I get it. Maybe that is what is in their part of their evolution. But like I said, it was a point where I've realized that it was something that was beyond me, because I realized I was doing the work. But that work, it goes against a system. It goes against an old paradigm. Like I said, that is very loud right now and is dematerializing. That is doing all it can to try and stay alive and exist for as long as it can, to say the least. Because, like I said, there's a true divine order that is being brought back into a harmonic balance on the planet, and that is through the rising of the vibrations of the Great Mother. And the only way for us to exist is to be a vibrational match to that which is a part of her, a part of that divine source and magnificent energy. And anything other than, well, it would be cleansed, cleared away. And I realized this. I've known this, just internally. But like I said, I have noticed that on my path, like I said, I just can only share from my own personal experiences. The more I have expanded my consciousness and my vibration raises, I've realized that the jobs that I was attempting to have just to, save up or to invest in my soul mission and the things that I'm driven to do, that I've been met with those opposing forces. As I continue to detach from religion, knowing that I am a spiritual being, as we all are cosmic beings, that people and just experiences have, played themselves out, to say the least, to attempt to also, try to reel me back into these false beliefs, or should I say hidden beliefs, in knowing that the true power I know comes from within me and there's nothing outside of me. And so coming to these truths and knowings, I realized that I have been met, like I said, with opposing forces. And this is something I want to share because, like I said, anyone that is on their journey, they have also experienced similar things. You know, um, I've been kept out, making it seem like, oh, okay, since you're not playing our game, like I said, you know, whether it's with friends or family or ex-business partners or whatever. It's like, all right, let's make it seem like she's without, like, you know. But like I said, I know I'm connected to her all, and I'm here to uphold a divine order. And hey, I know that I have divine connections and soul family that I am destined to connect with. And that has also been the attempt to make it seem like it's been only just what I have been uh, given physically through birth, that, you know, when it comes to those things or whatever the case is, or that I had to continue accepting old patterns and behaviors, or, you know, old cycles. No. And that's what I realized the more that I was breaking cycles, not just in personally in my journey, but these were cycles that we have to realize that we're not just breaking for us, but ancestrally. Like, that's what I've realized. And I just wanted to share a quick divine message, semi quick, but just a soulful message today, because we have to begin to realize that there's a much bigger thing at play here. And it's on a spiritual level, y'all. And your energy, your consciousness, your vibration into that connection to that which is divine and natural is very important. It's of the most importance, because like I said, anything that does not have a harmonic balance with the great mother, with this divine source, God energy that's omnipresent, will be cleansed. And this is what I know, but like I said, we have to know, like, this. We have to be able to, you know, start to ask the deeper questions. We have to begin to see the things that are very obvious and clear now, because the veil is very thin. There is no veil. Let me just say that. Okay? You ain't hiding nothing. I'm a light. We're going to shine on all of it, okay? Because the truths have to be revealed. And that's what I'm here to also do, as a truth seeker that I am. Ashe. And so I give thanks, because I'm destined. I was destined. And that's all I have to say to that is, anyone that is on their spiritual journey, expanding their consciousness, breaking these cycles, detaching from this matrix, continue to do just that. And know that all the power is within you. There's nothing outside of you. Anything that is attempting to go on outside of you is all an illusion. It's all a projection in order to try and keep you reeled into the very thing that is dematerializing. Okay? And so continue to live in love, live in light, live with compassion, and have forgiveness, even for those who, like I said, are on their own journey of evolution. And so that is what their agenda is, maybe here in this lifetime. But we have compassion for them, and we will hold the light for them in this life, okay? And realize that. And that's just a divine message I wanted to share. I love you all. Get outside, get in nature, drink some water, super greens, and continue to be loved and be light. I share peace.